Now this is why I've been getting hot and bothered and sweaty doing some gardening. How to make a man do gardening seems a bit extreme. This is the new venture of the channel. As you can see, it's a dog play box, as Skittles is demonstrating perfectly there. She's well happy with her present. She don't realise this is actually for humans, but she's seen it as a dog adventure thing, doodah. Yeah, do you mind if we look at this? I have no idea which side's up. We're going to do a real quick unboxing of this. It's just literally turned up from the delivery person. You can probably hear the dog panting in the microphone as well, which I'm sure is very pleasant. But yeah, we're going to do a real quick unboxing, see what's inside, and then get some batteries on charge. Hopefully, all being well, there should be two 3S 11.1 volt batteries. I don't really know much about electric RC cars or crawler trucks or anything like that. My history is that I used to own a nitrous monster truck, HPI Savage, back in the day, something like 10-15 years ago. I loved it, but it got a bit boring going up and down really quickly, and then whenever you did any sort of jumps, it broke. So, and not only that, trying to find places to use it was a nightmare because no one liked the screaming nitrous engine on them RC cars. With this being electric, hopefully we can use it in a lot of different places and not annoy anyone, and that's going to be the idea over there. That used to be our vegetable patch, which is obviously overgrown. We give up with it. It was good while it lasted. We ended up giving up with it, and as you can see, so hopefully we're going to de-weed all that, and then over time we're going to make an RC course that will adapt over time, add new things, such like this is the new venture. So let's get this unboxed so I can get the batteries on charged. One thing I will say really quickly, really nice box. Looks like it's well padded, although it wasn't stuck down, but I'm going to assume that's just so the company could put in the charger and the batteries that we've requested. We got this from Simply RC, and on their website and also on their eBay store, they have a really cool little feature that when you go to buy something like this, you can pick what batteries you want, how many and what type. Then there's 2S and then there's 3S. We've got 2 times 3S 11.1 volt batteries for this. I've got to give a mention to Ben of the Muddy Freelander group. It's his fault that we've gone down this route because he brought his RC car, which is the same as this. The one thing I will point out is this is the V5 2026 edition. He brought his down to Malvern to Land Rover Monthly Live, and Steve was messing around with it, and it got Alana and mine brains turning, and we loved the idea of it. So we pretty much copy and pasted. So thank you, Ben, for your advice and your support kind of going up to this. He gave us loads of tips and loads of links and that sort of thing. So thank you very much, Ben. Much appreciated. So we have, there's a box here, which I'm guessing is the batteries. SRC Drive 5200 high performance LCO cells, LiCo cells, I don't know, 50C 11.1 volts. You're gonna have to help me out here, guys. Like I say, I don't know nothing about electric RC cars or anything like that, so you're gonna have to help me out and tell me kind of what things are good, what things are bad. If the batteries are good, we've got some different plugs here. We'll put them to one side. Just open up this box, wrapped in tissue paper. There you go. I thought this was going to be 2 batteries in the box, but I'm guessing this is the first of 2 batteries. Sirius RC, as it's got on the side there. Sirius RC Drive. Don't know if these are good batteries or not. You guys let me know. And then once again, same battery again. Bunch of different connectors. I'll keep that lot together. And I'm going to guess that's another battery of the same sort, so I'll put that to one side. It's a nice air insulation. And then the fun bit of getting the actual crawler truck out of the box, so bear with me. Inside the box, I'm guessing this is the USB charger to charge up the batteries. This seems a bit basic. I'm sure it will do the job. That's what this has come with for them batteries. Better than not having any charger at all and not being able to charge them up. We've got loads of booklets and instruction manuals. I'll look into them shortly once we've got this unpacked. Going to take the front packaging off, take the back. Right, and there we have it, one blue RC truck. Just in case I've cut it out, I'll just go over it quickly once again. This is, as you can tell by the box, if you can see it, the H8, I knew I was going to get this wrong, H8H, but it's the version 5, the 2026 edition. I've had a look in to see what differences there is. Apparently the chassis slightly different wheels or something like that. There's a few little touches here and there. If I remember what they are in editing, I'll put them up on screen, but it seems to be very vague. There don't seem to be a whole lot out there about what changes are actually made on this truck between the earlier one and this one, and in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference overall. So if you can pick up the older edition and save yourself a few quid, then so be it. This is the truck, and do you know what, I'm really impressed. The size of it, like I say, we've seen it recently at Land Rover Monthly, so we kind of know what to expect, but when you see it in the flesh, the size of it looks proper cool. That's what we got. I'm going to go and charge up some batteries. Oh, I think there should be a transmitter somewhere, so let me have a look in the box, see if I can find that. I found it in the end. It was behind one of the polystyrene blocks. I was getting a bit concerned that I thought, hang on a minute, does this come without a transmitter, which is not much good for anyone. Nice little controller. From what I can tell, like I say, it's been a long time since I've used an RC car, and I think the one that I used was joysticks. I don't think it was this type of transmitter. And also, to give you some idea of how long ago it was since I last had an RC car, it had a crystal in it, and there's going to be a lot of people who'll be like, what? Basically, it had a long antenna and a crystal, and you had to make sure that if you're using your RC car near anyone else, you had to have a different color crystal compared to them. Nowadays, all very modern, you can pair this up to your RC car, and as far as we're aware, they don't conflict anymore, so you can use yours with someone else and not have to worry too much. There's some tools in that by the look of it, screwdriver, wheel brace, other bits and pieces, not really sure, but I'll look into that. And then also there's some little diddly tiny screws, looks like some sort of racking or something like that. I'm sure that'll make sense once I look into the manual. You guys probably already know all this anyway, but yeah, there we have it. I'm going to go and get batteries on charge, like I probably said 50 million times, and carry on doing some gardening, because like I say, this is going to turn into some sort of adventure course for this, but it's going to be exciting times for the channel. Can make all sorts of little videos with this. Going to be a right laugh.
2,000 years later.
Right, I'm going to call it quits for the gardening for today. I'm at a pretty good point overall. We can actually walk around this area now, considering what it was like starting off with. I do want to kind of tidy up this sort of area. I want to turn it over. These tufts of grass are well bedded in, because there's basically paving slabs along here, because it basically led to the vegetable patch, so we had somewhere to walk. And then out here, I think we had plants. We had the rhubarb kind of there, or rhubarb should I say. We had a little walkway, and I think it's still there. I've got one slab up, but yeah, there's a number of slabs, and I think these tufts have grown up in between. That's going to be a pain in the backside, but that's another day's job to worry about. We've got lots of bits and pieces around here. We've got things like these which could come in useful. We've got what we used for the fencing, the big giant stakes and the kind of little ones. They could come in useful for building part of the course. I know Alana said about going out and buying a bit to kind of help create the course. Compared to where I started this and you couldn't walk around this area, yeah, much better now. I feel like we've got a bit of a basis that we can, like I say, start creating a course. Got all this space here. There's a whole mound of grass and everything that you can see there. Basically, I run out of room in the brown bin that we get for the garden waste. I'm a bit concerned it's a bit on the heavier side because I've properly packed it full. I worry about that when it comes to it, but that's all the overflow material. I know Alana didn't want the fence panels in this area. We were going to potentially break them up, but I think for now it might become a bit of a storage area. Potentially that could become part of the off-road course, maybe, who knows. I've managed to kind of rip up all the grass around here. I want to turn this over a bit if I can, but we can walk on it, we can walk it down. Alana said do not touch my lilac. I quite like that. I think that's a lilac. And then there's another tree thing, magnolia, maybe magnolia, I don't know, I'm not into my plants. Do not touch them. So I've ripped up all the grass around. I do want to go a bit more in this sort of area. Overall, I'm not complaining in the slightest for the fact that it started off at like 15 degrees and it's got to like high 20 odds. Let me just go back. We've got a very worn out doggy here, or hot doggy, so yeah, it's not good for her either, so I want to get her indoors as well. To give you an idea of the space that we've got, this whole area that we can turn into like a giant off-road course, which is going to be epic. And like I say, we can keep chopping and changing and that sort of thing. I'm guessing the next part of the video is going to be creating the course, potentially. If I remember, I'll probably put a snippet of video, sorry for this rubbish angle, I'll probably put a snippet of video of the first drive of the H8H, easy for me to say, but at the moment the battery charging. I'll just show you the little setup that I've got actually before I finish this little clip. Apologies for all this waffling. I've got the Bluetti over here because it's only a little USB charger thing. I've plugged it into a Bluetti, and the best thing about it is I can charge this up overnight, so it charges up on cheap electricity. So at least I know it don't cost much to run an RC car, but you know, every little helps and all that. So yeah, I can charge the Bluetti up overnight. I can charge the power packs up off the Bluetti whenever I want. Batteries are in the remote ready to go. It's just them batteries are going to take a fair while to charge on that slow charger, so I'm just going to be patient, wait for them to charge up fully. I don't know if these LiPo batteries have like a memory or anything like that. I know with phones, when you first get them, it's best off to charge them to full so they can set their memory almost, so they know where full is. So I'm doing that. I'm not being too impatient. I'm going to stick that at the end, so there's another clip after that. That will be that.
It's just like nippy no matter which way you're looking.
Skits is really not sure. We're over the tennis ball.
Oh wow. I didn't expect it to actually go over it, did you? Damn it.
You probably could. You kind of need to go away from it a little bit.
Oh wow. I didn't expect that to actually work. I'm gonna catch.
No, it'll be fine.
That's ridiculous. Oh, it matches the colour of our shed, doesn't it?
It does. Tire rub.
Think it will do it?
Yeah.
I'm struggling to remember which way to turn the thing. That's insane. It's going to push it out of the way, not climb over it.
We've turned our garden into a pay and play site without the paying, but
everything is an obstacle. Oh, I need to go in front of it. But...
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, it is very much welcomed. You can support the channel in lots of different ways. You can support it by, excuse me and my awful face, you can support it by sticking a like on the video, subscribing to the channel. You can buy us a cup of coffee by using our buy me a coffee link down in the description below, or there's the YouTube membership that as soon as videos are edited, they're uploaded and YouTube members get to see them first of all, and also you get your name on screen, which is always nice. So yeah, shout out to all the people that have helped us out with the buy me a coffee or the YouTube membership. It really does help. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Thank you very much and goodbye.